welcome, everybody. Happy Friday evening, at least from here. And that's the last time I'll say happy Friday to you guys for the foreseeable future. We've had a couple of cool streams lately, and we're going to have an amazing one tonight. To hit this right away, in case people are watching on replay in the future, tonight we are launching or relaunching a collaboration between Defined Beard Co. and the Bearded Mack. And the title of this is Magic Royale. We're going to tell you about this wonderful scent and the process behind it. There will be some time for you guys to ask questions to these owners, and we'll do some giveaways. We got some deals and all the fun to be had. So thank you guys for checking out the stream, whether it's now in real time. Shout out to you guys. Get involved in the chat. Or in the future on replay, I encourage you to get involved in the comments down below. And already starting off, man, we got Mr. Will DV dropping 5 memberships as the gift. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. And wow, we got some familiar faces in the chat that I haven't seen in a while. Really, really, really good to see you guys. So if you have questions, I'm going to do my best to facilitate as many of them as I can tonight. We will be within a respectful time range. So if you don't have the ability to get your question answered, I highly encourage you guys to reach out to these companies. They're very active. They're involved on Instagram. They are very good about their customer service and their email. I know they welcome any and all questions that you guys may have after the stream, but we will try to get to everything that we can today. And again, we are having a couple of groups of owners. Yes, we will have both sets of owners here today. And so above all, let's just have some fun. I hope you guys have a drink. I hope you have a snack. I hope you get comfortable and just simply kick off the weekend in the right way. Hey, we got Mr. Robert donating 5 memberships. Thank you, man. That's so awesome. And man, if you guys are a member or a new member, make sure you explore all the fun features, whether it's the emojis in the chat or the logo or your name in green. There's some cool aspects to it. So thank you guys, man. Will and Robert, very, very, very cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. And already the kind words are flowing in, and he says, had to drop in with a thumbs up for the new collab and 2 great companies. We had somebody say their dreams come true with everybody on screen tonight, and it'll get even better too. We might have some surprise guests on here that you guys didn't expect, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised for a great conversation. So we will welcome in here. I'm going to bring them in one by one, and I'm just going to go by the one that's first on the screen here. So if we could, please help me welcome the owners of the beer. Oh, here we go. The beer. Oh, we got everybody. Let's just bring them all in, guys. So starting down below here, if we could welcome the owners of the Bearded Mack. We have Eileen and Chris. How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Yeah, we're
great.
We're great. Been a long day, but we're doing wonderful and really happy to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. And chat, if there's anything, especially when we get different mic setups and rooms and StreamYard and all that stuff, if there's any major audio things, just let me know in a polite way. Like, hey, Dan, you're louder than them by a lot or less. Just let me know and we'll do our best. It's never going to be perfect because it's not the same settings. But if it's something that affects it, we'll make our best adjustments. So awesome. Okay. And we'll get into the Beard Mac going here. But first, also, let's welcome the owners of Defined Beard Co. We have Mrs. Defined and we have Kerry. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah, Friday.
Awesome. Kerry, we do need to see that beard purple at some point in the. Have you ever done it? Have you ever dyed it like a temporary fun color?
No, I haven't. It just turned white. That's the only color I've done.
That works out. And look at what you guys are doing to people right here. Notable says, not going to lie, a little starstruck right now.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Stop it. Yeah, they are awesome there. Miss Defined, I do have to say, your hair looks literally amazing. I love like the vibrance of the purple. It's not like, oh, I just threw something in, you know, it's just like, you're like, yeah, I'm doing this. And I love it.
I'm ready for the summer. School is out and we are ready to go.
There we go. And my daughter, Violet, all I hear about is purple every day, literally. So I just put her to bed. Sam picks out her clothes for the next day. And Violet goes, is that my purple shirt for tomorrow? And Sam goes, yep. She started running in laps and goes, my favorite shirt, and was going crazy for a purple, like normal shirt. I'm like, hey, whatever works. Got all the ladies in the chat loving the hair. So awesome.
Every time we go somewhere, man, there's somebody always comes up to her. It's like, I love your hair. I love your hair.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
It's not talking about him.
Oh,
I love my hair too, you know?
Oh, very nice.
I used to love it.
Chris, I saw you dripping in the back there. You got some
Yeah,
flow going
yeah.
on?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, a little
yeah.
party in the back going on. Yeah.
Yeah, a little mullet time.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. All right. Well, let's get right into it, guys. We're going to talk about the launch. Then we'll let the owners kind of talk about the process and anything that they want to add to it. And then we'll have giveaways. We got deals. We got everything going on tonight. So, to kick it off right away with this beauty right here, and that is Magic Royale between Define Beer Co., the Bearded Mack, and the scent notes that they are putting on the labels that they're putting out there. It's much more complicated than this, but it would be sweet pineapple, juicy mango, and ambergris. Now, this is so funny. I shared a document with both owners and put like the information on there. And then one of the sets of owners put information about ambergris. I had this on here before I even saw that document because to me, most people have heard of ambergris and they know the origins of whales and that kind of stuff. And it may not be the most pleasant sounding thing in the world, but ambergris, whether it's a fragrance oil or whether it's actual real, to me is it definitely is earthy, it's musky, it's sweet. So when people ask about it, and I had Sam smell this in beard and in bottle today and in the butter. And the best way I could personally, as an outsider that didn't create this, could describe this scent is it's a fresh tropical. It's not a sweet. It's not like, it's not something that is like cough syrup or like an alcohol drink. It's a fresh tropical, but you have to acknowledge the earthy musk in there. It borderline flirts with a cologne, but it still has the like a rip open some fruit and you get the freshness of it. It's wonderful. It's spring, it's summer, but without being a and I love tropical scents. There's anything else, but it's not a full-fledged tropical scent. It's like something that's this like beautiful world flirting with a couple of different areas there. And Defined, let's start with you guys to begin on the scent profile here. What's your take on how it smells or the process of creating it with the Bearded Mack? I would love to hear any info you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like I kind of see it as a shapeshifter type scent because right when you put it in, you get the tropical, the fruit, and you're like, oh, this is just going to be tropical and fruit, and then you start getting the musk, and it starts coming through. You know, and there's there's tropical fruit. There's some bergamot in there. She's
I'm messing around on the website. Sorry.
I'm sitting here listening to myself talk the whole time.
You're good.
I don't know why she keeps opening that. But yeah, no, and it gets musky. It's just like a tropical cologne, but it doesn't lean too heavy on either side. I guess.
Yes, that's very well said. I didn't know exactly how to place. Like I said, it's flirting with a bunch of things. It doesn't like, you can't say like, oh, this is a cologne, but you can't say, oh, this is a super tropical. It changes, it evolves in beard, and it does flirt with both worlds in a way that I could not compare this to another scent, right? There's a lot of people, consumers. I wish I could. Consumers are like, tell me if this is like this one. Tell me which one it's like. I got nothing because it really is its own unique beast, which is really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, no, this has always been one of my faves, you know, and I love the fact that we were able to bring it back and to have it again. You know, I've been wearing it for a while though, so I've got spoiled.
You know, I still have Kerry butter from like 3 years ago that I still wear. So
Well, it's funny because Jana's hair looks like the purple on the labels. It looks like the purple
on the bottle right there. Yeah. I thought that exact thing. So yes.
I love those clear bottles.
Intentional. It was intentional.
Yeah, we did purple labels this time.
Last time we had gold. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got this raised gold on them now. They look really cool. Actually just got mine today.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I see, yeah.
had to make everything and then be like, please show up. Yeah, they did. You know?
Busy day.
Thank goodness.
You know what's cool about this scent is that I think it really represents Kerry and I, like how we do things. We have a very similar process. You know, you won't see Kerry and I just put like pineapple and mango and call it a day. We have to go absolutely crazy, you know, put pineapple, mango, a little coconut, tie everything together, vanilla, and then the ambergris comes in later on with the muskiness and the earthiness. So we have very similar styles of making scents, you know, kind of bordering cologne, but not always bordering cologne. So the scent just it just works. So, and it's not like anything we already have. You know, we have another scent that has a little bit of pineapple in as well, but they don't smell anything alike.
Yeah. And I got, you know, we just released Oceanside, which has a little bit of coconut in it too, but even that one is like
completely different.
Not even close. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, everybody always, you know, they're telling me, God, you blended that so smooth, you know, and that's kind of just how this one was. I mean, that's kind of what me and Chris do. I mean, that's like I guess that's the style that we have is, you know, and they're very similar. Chris is pretty complex. Sometimes I have to chill him out a little bit and be like, okay, let's dumb this one down a little more. You know what I mean?
Chris overthinking? No, never.
That wouldn't be me at all, right?
No.
So then again, I don't want to create a scent that is already out there. And I think this is a perfect example where you said, I'm sure you've smelled like 5,000 scents and you can't pinpoint another scent like this. So
yeah, literally. And I do it all the time. It's not my favorite thing in the world to be talking about a company and compare it to another one. But if people ask, I feel like I have the burden of being honest, and so they can understand the comparison, you know. And there's nothing out there that's like this one, where it is that fresh tropical, not overly sweet, but also is, you can't talk about it without mentioning the muskiness, the earthiness, the cologne-ness to it, which is so great. So great. Oh, wow. All right, so we'll go over some details here, but my man Warren, super cool. He said, couldn't pass up them deals. Order is in for both companies.
Oh, that's so nice.
Wow.
Thank you.
So cool.
So nice.
That's actually one of the things that we had talked about was it's actually kind of cool to mix and match both blends. You know, if you wear our oil one day, use his butter at night, or vice versa, you know, they just work well together.
Right. If you like the scent and you want to avoid
these products of this is everything, the ingredients.
Yeah, that's so true. You can avoid the plateau effect, but still enjoy the product. That's a really good point. And kind of with that said, that kind of leads to, I don't have too much for you guys tonight because it's pretty simple, but here we'll kind of lay out some information as well. So we do have the same deal for both companies, because I know some of you are wondering, you're like, how does this work? How do I order? Both companies have an oil and butter in the scent in their own carrier blends, in their own normal butter blend, in their normal oil blend. The scent is the same between them. Define Beard Co. for me, DNC15 is worth 25% off until Sunday at midnight. And this is in the description. If you guys forget, I will be sharing on Instagram and Facebook afterwards as well. But DNC is the code at the Bearded Mack for 25% off. And that's for anything. If you guys want to, if this has been your chance, you're like, man, I like that idea of doing both. Try another scent from them. Try something else that they offer uniquely. And we'll come back to this in just a second here. And we will have some amazing giveaways tonight, you guys, including a $25 gift card from both companies and a $50 gift card from both companies. So just keep that in mind. And Define, do you guys know where they would go to find the scent on your website?
Yeah, it's well, we have a scent page. It should be up there. I think she did it. Let me check. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. Make sure she actually got that done. I know she was working on that.
Yeah, let's check here.
So if you go to, there's, you know, if you drop down the menu, there's a scent page. Yeah.
Perfect. Yep, right under the scent page, you guys. And then if we check out the Bearded Mack, it's going to be easy as well to find. So we go over here. You can go to shop. I'm sure it's under the beard oil section. Boom, right at the top of the page there, you guys. Easy peasy, ready to go for you. And again, on these ones, we have the two different codes. So Chris and Eileen, how is this working, like, number wise? Do you guys have a set amount of oils and butters and they're there until they're gone? Both companies have the same numbers, or any other details about the process on how you're distributing these products?
So you would know.
Yeah, so
made them.
I made 60 butters and we have 60 oils. I think Kerry we had talked about the same numbers. So, I mean, if it's, which I'm hoping it is, it's popular, we'll run a second round of it. So
perfect.
I have no problem.
The first time we did this, we definitely undershot it. You know what I mean? And I have a feeling that's probably going to happen this time too, because we had to. But it was a little bit tougher last time because he did the oils in his blend, in his carrier blend, and I did the butters in my butter blend. And so, like, we had to make, I think we made, was it like 100 or 150 that time in 2021?
We do 2 rounds. The first round, I think it was less than that, but we, sending that stuff across country and this heat and all that and logistics and delayed shipping.
Yeah.
That was the best way to do it.
That's kind of why we decided to do it this way this time, because, like I said, we're in Texas. It's already close to 100 degrees, and shipping, shipping 100 butters in one box, you can pretty much guarantee there's going to be 100 butters.
Once you walk out your front door, it's already melted. So
yeah. So they do a little better when they ship individually.
Yeah.
So true. Okay. So both are on both sites. They both are using their own oil blend, their own butter blends. The scents remain the same, you guys, and the scents are on the screen here. And again, there are links and everything in the description if you guys are looking. But the codes are scrolling down at the bottom at all times here. And we'll kind of bounce back for a couple of questions here real quick, and I'll kind of go between this screen and that one. What define Beardco? You guys start on this one. How strong would you say the pineapple is? If somebody was in an elevator and wanted to ask, what would be your response here?
I mean, the pineapple's definitely out front, or it's the first thing you're going to smell for sure. I'm not sure it's going to linger. I think the muskiness lingers a little more, but you get the pineapple for sure. I don't know. What do you think, Chris? I'm going to put you on the spot.
So in my opinion, the pineapple isn't super strong, but you definitely get it. Like Kerry said, you get the rest of it. Coconut isn't too strong either, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah. I
think it's more of a background player. But the muskiness and the background stuff pops in about after a little while.
Yeah, I agree.
I love anything with pineapple. Yeah, it smells so good.
That's
I'm
like
a huge
favorite note.
It is. Yeah. It's anything with pineapple. I just love it. Love it. It smells so good.
Same. I'm a big pineapple fan. The smell, the fruit, I love pineapple. And it is the first thing. I agree with Kerry. It is the first thing you smell is pineapple. But once you get it in beard, there's a lot of scents. Like one of the most blown out of proportion thing is like how scents change in beard. Once you have experience and you can smell stuff out of a bottle, out of butter, you get a pretty dang good idea how it's going to smell in your beard. But the one thing that is harder to predict is how the top notes fall off and the base notes remain on. For this one, it's pretty clear. You get that pineapple first. It's like a fresh explosion. And then as the hour or two passes, that tropicalness fades a little bit. That pineapple dumbs down. And then you really get the muskiness, the earthiness, the more cologne notes come out of it. So I would say nothing is strong in this. There's nothing where I'm like, man, this is like overwhelming it. It has a pineapple forward scent, but then it kind of falls to the background. It's so well balanced. If you guys know the styles, Chris was saying, if you know the styles of these companies, they are layered. They are on the more complex side in a good way, but they're just so balanced. It's just so dang smooth. And I love smooth scents. You guys know I can't do abrasive type scent. So these ones work very well. And they just killed it. And defined how, and this was, again, you guys created this scent, I believe, last year. How was the collaboration process? Was it something that was like different and unique? Was it like, wow, this just like fit perfectly, or anything you got on that?
I think, let's see. I think it was actually 2 years ago. I think, wasn't it? It's been 2 years, right?
It's been three.
3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We ran into the whole IFRA problem,
yeah, that's crazy.
That's right. It's pretty much took this long to get it to where it needed to be. But no, when we did it, I think if I remember correctly, I think I was talking about the pineapple and mango, and then Chris was telling me about what we call the magic that he had found. And, you know, we kind of said, well, I'll send you mine, you send me yours. You know, we kind of compared them. And then we started doing the whole 20 cup thing. You know?
I got an office full of those. Yeah.
Smell it.
Yeah, actually, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Let me come back. Oh, Chris will say to me, "Here, I'm going to put on my arm, and I'll come back in an hour, and then you smell it again and tell me if it changed."
Oh my gosh, I know. And then at some point, you have to like do something between because you're like, "That's
right."
Right.
They say, "Let me." Yeah. Oh yeah. Here.
Eileen has a better nose than I do, so she can tell like right off the bat what notes are in it.
Or he'll say, "I don't want to know how strong it is. I just want to know how it smells." That's what he'll tell me.
Yeah, we don't care about strength.
Don't tell me how strong. Just tell me.
Exactly. Yeah. I got
these are
those around here.
These are what everything starts out in. Small amounts, drops, you know, using drops.
Way out drops, yeah.
And then you scale it up once you figure out.
Tell me 1 through 10.
Mine usually go version like 1 to 100.
Yeah.
It's getting better. I've toned that down a little bit. But yeah, like Kerry said, we have coffee beans in here somewhere too. You know, it's kind of funny. We started the scent, and Kerry and I had a lot of the same components.
Yep.
So we were able to start with it, with the pineapple and mango, and then we started adding a couple things here, the coconut, and then the magic part, like Kerry mentioned, is kind of where it all tied together. Just brought everything together. Yep.
For sure.
That's where the name came from.
Right?
That's where the name came from. That's why I can't remember who thought of that, Magic Royale, but that was like our gimmick, you know, or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, it works though.
Because it was a magical scent, you know. So
that's cool. That's cool. And Bearded Mack, I know you guys do just right off the top of my head, but what would you say it would be a good tobacco scent? You guys kind of have a couple, but good tobacco scent.
It's funny you mentioned I'm actually working on an all essential tobacco absolute scent right
now.
So that's coming out in the future. But you got cigar wood, you got black mint Maduro, you got roaring 20s.
Yep.
Is Jamestown still, or is that retired?
Jamestown seasonal.
Okay,
so
seasonal.
It's not available now. I would even say a little bit Deadwood has a little tobacco in it.
Okay. Define, do you guys have any tobacco forward scents?
I mean, the closest thing to tobacco we have tobacco scents like After Party. That's like a sweet tobacco, almost like a sweet leaf.
Yeah.
And it gets a little bit musky too. So it's like a tobacco musk. That's a
definitely cologne-y tobacco. Yep.
Yeah. And then there's Deep Pockets, which has tobacco in it, but it's also got suede and other things like that. And so I wouldn't say it's tobacco flavor, but you definitely
yeah,
it's in there.
If you like tobacco, you'll like Deep Pockets.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
It's that manlier, darker kind of scent, you know, to it. It definitely is like that. And Mike, stay tuned in the future. When I think of tobacco, literally one of my first thoughts is Jamestown Mack. Like that just like radiates tobacco to me, like in a good way. Because tobacco can be done for me very poorly, very artificially, and just not good. Like some of my worst smells I've ever experienced are bad cherry tobaccos, and I'm scarred and like cursed from those because they're so bad. There's good ones out there, but man, there's some bad ones. And so I love a good tobacco, but it is rare. It's one of the harder ones for people to blend.
That's like when I think of licorice. Like you can either have a good experience with licorice or just a terrible one, and then all you remember is that terrible experience.
Yeah, that cinnamon stuff.
And it's hard to get back from that. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. No. Thank you, Will.
Yep. And I couldn't agree more. And look at this, man. We got multiple. We got Will did the double order.
This is amazing.
Robert did a double order. That's really, really cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
JP always did a double order. Heck
you will love this one, JP, by the way. You will love it because he likes a lot of this. We like a lot of the same. Like he loves High Tide. You'll love this one.
Yep.
Pineapple. It goes back to the pineapple.
Yep, absolutely. And guys, we're not going to be able to I actually told them that there'd probably be a lot of these questions tonight. We're not going to be able to do a whole lot on what's to come in the future and stuff coming back and stuff. But just as an example, we will hit this one. Bearded Mack, is Casanova Mac ever coming back?
I don't know about 2024, but it will come back at some point.
Awesome. Good news there. And then, okay. And so then again, to clarify, I think we answered this and Gary's got it, but each company has this scent in oil and butter on their website. and each company has the same scent, but it's in their own unique carrier blends. So you have the Bearded Mack butter, the Bearded Mack oil in the Magic Royale scent. You have the defined butter, the defined oil in the Magic Royale scent, you guys, and they are, I would say, would you call it seasonal? Would you call it limited, special edition?
I would consider this one more limited,
Yeah.
Limited, I'd say, because seasonal, like, I mean, I know that me and Chris, when we do our seasonals, we do stretch them out. Sometimes they can last a month, sometimes they last 2 or 3 months, It's the whole season. I see this one just, we kind of just do it until we see it fading out.
There you go.
How it goes, and maybe it won't fade out this time. Who knows,
Yeah.
If you see it longer than normal, that means that it's in demand.
There you go. That's a great sign. And
Vince, it was going to be permanent. He said limited edition, but I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll have some magic to it. Maybe.
I must have fell asleep during that conversation. We can talk about it though, if we want. Yeah, it's good. It's a good scent, I mean, even though it is tropical, I think it would definitely do okay year round. Maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You could wear this year round. It's so balanced and so like flirts with every category. Cause if it's full tropical, like, yeah, give me spring, give me summer, let's go.
Yep.
But then it can kind of burn when I'm in the gray of a Michigan winter. Sometimes I don't want to be thinking about a tropical beach that I can't have, but this does have that cologne-y aspect to it. And Vince, I love your comment here. He said short on King's Bounty and Deep Blue, so now I can order and get all 3. And again, guys, we do have a boosted code. Normally their codes are all 15% off, but tonight they're 25% off. Tomorrow they're 25% off. Sunday they're 25% off. So you guys have these all the way until Sunday to get those boosted. And man, look at this. Vince says your 2 companies make the best scents. Right on screen, his 2 favorite scent making companies.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's a great time if you're like, man, I can't be doing both. It's not the right time. If you've tried one of the companies and you're like, man, I love the Bearded Mack or I love Defined, this is really a great time to try the other one because we're all telling you, if you like the scent creation style of one of these companies, you're going to like the scent creation style of the other company too. Very similar approach, very similar owners and customer service and mindsets and approach to the game and the passion. It's just good people. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. I was just going to say I've been able to meet and hang out with all of them, but I just realized I have not met Chris and Eileen, which is crazy because it feels like I have, but it's just very similar people. And so it's a company on both sides that I know you guys can get behind, which is awesome. And if you have, again, if you have any feedback on the companies, please feel free to drop in the chat. Like Nevitz says, top 5 in the game for sure. Man, you're taking up 2 out of 5. That's pretty good real estate.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I mean, we'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, Dan, we were going to meet you a couple years ago, but I think Sam ended up getting sick.
Oh, you guys were in town. You guys were in town. You were in DC.
Oh yeah, that was a horrible trip. Absolutely horrible. We're still scarred. Somebody just had this conversation. Like, have you been to DC? And Sam's like, yeah, we have.
Oh no.
That was
Never
bad.
come back.
I remember that. You were visiting family, and
that's right by where I work, close to where I work.
Yeah, so that was one of our worst family trips in history. It was actually Jax who in the hotel, and this is crazy, in the hotel he was all night relentlessly throwing up every 5 minutes till it was like bile. And then on the way home, Violet, was it Violet? Somebody started throwing up, and then it made Sam throw up on the way home. And we're driving from DC to Flint, Michigan. Yeah, we were. That was a horrific trip. And like,
we remember, yeah.
Oh man, and
we were going to go out to DC to visit you, but yeah.
Maybe we'll meet them in the middle next time, so they don't have to worry about coming the terrible memories of.
Yeah, that was rough. I forgot about that one. Oh my gosh, but We'll be back. We'll have to give DC another try sometime because that I have an unfair view in my head of DC, and like everything was worse. Like there was a really like rampant homeless population like around our hotel, and I'm just like trying to get like medicine, you know, at like the middle of the night, and I'm like people come up to me, I'm like, get away from me, and like angry. And so yeah, that was. Whew,
so
that
we
was,
live in Virginia, so we're like 30 miles south of DC.
okay.
So we live in like more like the outskirts of where we are. Like we live next to a horse farm, so you would be safe coming out.
We'll
here.
come to you guys. Yeah,
There'd be room for your RV. Like there would be room for all of that. Our neighbor has an
Sounds
RV,
like he
actually.
was in the southeast
Yeah.
DC area.
we were in.
Northeast.
We were in the DC. Our window of our hotel was looking at this massive like square of fake grass that had like giant like couches and chairs that were like 100 feet tall and wide. It was all fake, like fake grass, like in this middle town square. Shake Shack was right next to our
Okay.
the
That
place.
sounds. Yeah.
I think you were by the baseball stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were right over
Yeah,
by
you were-
baseball.
Yeah.
stadium.
You were in not the best area.
That area is
It's a
up and
little-
coming. Yeah.
Okay.
They're working on it.
To put it politely, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then Notable said, I've tried both, and all I can say is they're all amazing people, and they make
Aw.
impeccable products. So good. So
Thank you.
good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Andrew G, he says, yeah, Andrew actually lives over by you guys, Defined.
Made a baby.
And he said, some of my favorite beard companies together made a baby. Can't wait to try.
That's right. Little baby.
That's great. Both companies have amazing products and even better customer service. If you haven't tried these brands yet, treat yourself. You will not be disappointed. Love that. And
Great.
Robert says, since both companies have Magic Royale in their carrier blend and you like both company carrier blends, buy the oil from one and the butter from another. That's a great approach as well. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of mentioned earlier. I mean, I know I was talking about if you bought both, of them together, but yeah, I mean, even if you did that, just our products work really well together. You can't go wrong. It's not gonna do
Overload.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it won't give you a headache. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time,
Agreed.
yeah.
And Andrew, it is up on the screen here. It is what I would call a fresh, tropical, and then earthy, musky scent. Andrew is a cologne lover. And Andrew, this would fit into like a natural cologne. It's not your super like Abercrombie and Fitch spray on the Hollister cologne and go through that. I actually had like a walk down memory lane. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but like when I was in like high school and college, the thing was you'd go into Hollister and they would you would check your social status based on if they would ask you to work for them or not. And that was like the thing. You'd walk in and they'd be like, hey, can we get you an application? And like, oh my gosh, like you're so kind. And that was like that. Do you guys remember that? Was that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
When
that
you
was
said-
the thing.
I
for
tried
us.
that at Contempo Casual, and I never got asked for an application, but that was okay.
Back
That's right.
back when malls were relevant, right?
That's right.
Right. Malls were a thing. Yeah. For real.
Good old days, yeah.
Sugar Bear did both. That's so cool, man. Like, I didn't envision that. That wasn't like
I
something
didn't
that-
either, honestly. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah.
That's so cool. Even Johnny Grooms, what's up, man? I was just watching a TikTok of yours. He said had to get this oil. That's awesome.
I mean, Hollister is pretty popular still.
Yeah.
With like
Is it?
it's our age. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, our son wears Hollister.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Hollister's still around?
I
You
didn't even
never
know it was
go
still
to the
around.
mall with our
I
daughter.
don't go to the mall.
Yeah. We
I-
go
I-
to Outlet Mall, and there's a
I think-
lot of people in Hollister.
Wow.
American Eagle, Hollister, all that stuff.
Wow.
If you have a teenager, you know what it is.
Yeah, I let her go to the
Just
mall.
wait, Dan.
And
You're getting there.
Nevitz-
You're gonna get close.
Yeah, I'm in no way putting pressure or anything like that. But Nevitz says if they're 60, they'll be gone. If they are, and this sells like crazy hotcakes, there will be another push. I would imagine. And I know these companies agree with me on this. I don't ever want you guys buying out of fear. I don't want you feeling pressure. And again, this deal is good through Sunday too. So if you're like, no, I don't have it, you got time. And then if there's stuff that's still there, but yeah, they seem like they will be moving pretty quick tonight. And Beardliness says, is this sweet tropical scent or is it more subtle? It is definitely a fresh tropical cologne. That if I had to have 3 words, I would say fresh tropical cologne. Not as like crazy sweet. It's not, fresh tropical cologne, and it is a good problem. Very, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to work ourselves to death anyway. So.
Yeah, why not? Right?
I mean, that's what we're abuse us.
Get them, guys.
No.
Yeah, get 'em. All right, I'm gonna throw a link in the chat, guys. We're gonna sprinkle in these gift card giveaways as the night goes on. This is just them giving back to you guys, just simply saying thanks for the support. Thank you for what you guys do for these companies, and we'll get into more stuff about the companies just after this. So we'll probably start with a round of $25 gift cards, one to Defined, one to the Bearded Mack, and again, you guys can use these once they get sent to you. If you do win a giveaway, the only thing I like to ask from you guys is try to get the word out about the products. So if you get a gift card and you try something from either of these companies, you don't realize how valuable and how far an Instagram post makes, how big of a deal it is to do a story and tag the companies. People love seeing real people try products, real people share their experience on those products. And especially if you're getting something for free, that's just a beautiful symbiotic relationship where they get to share your post. They know that people get to see your post. It all makes all the difference in the world. You don't have to exaggerate. You don't have to say anything that's not true. Tell the truth. That's how confident I am that you guys will love their products. You guys is just simply get the word out. It's free, 100% free to go support them and to share your experience that you guys have here. So again, if you get that, I think that goes a long way for the companies.
And reviews on the website too.
Yeah, reviews and user generated content is for us small companies. Amazing,
Yeah.
Yep.
I love when it says, how did you hear about us? And they'll say friend or family member or fancy. Well, I'm saying word of mouth is huge for small companies. So just you have a good product and someone says something.
We've been noticing a lot of Reddit on that.
Reddit has been big too.
You're welcome. No, just kidding. I've gone crazy on Reddit. I had a post go viral like probably 2 weeks ago on Reddit, and I looked at the impressions. At one point, it was over 3 million impressions, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Okay, no, that's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
That is really cool.
If I open my DMs and show you guys right now, it's alarming. It is alarming. Reddit is a different beast of an environment, and we'll just leave it at that. It's entertaining.
I'm gonna have to go look now because I don't look at Reddit at all. Is there
people? I look at Reddit like once a week.
Reddit's amazing.
This past week, and they said Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit subforum Beards is very active, very popular. So is Reddit subforum Beards Advice. Those are both really, really good ones. It definitely leans negative and trolls and very, very internety, and stuff. So if you can't handle that, don't get in the water. But if you can, it's just people just trolling. That's all they're doing is looking for reactions.
It's not if you know what you're getting into.
Oh, you mean so it's just like an endless Facebook ad.
Yes.
Well, there is some good. I have seen a lot of good comments, but Dan's right. Unfortunately, you're gonna get that anywhere, though.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it.
Twitter, so.
Yep. All right, guys and girls out there. Most of you know the deal. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment to claim your victory. We're going to start off with a $25 gift card to Defined Beard Co. And I love these because all it is the company is going to email the gift card to the email you signed up with. Done. We don't have to deal with shipping and address and all that stuff. I love gift cards for how simple it is. And
I like that, Andrew. I like that.
I was just pointing to that, Jana, and that's why Chris laughed.
Okay. Wait, we did that before, didn't we? I think that's already been done.
Flowery words.
Yeah, we'll hold hands and sing in a circle. Kerry can be our lead singer, and I just don't want him like. You just can't steal my wife, Kerry, this time. You gotta make sure you're letting the other band members keep their significant other over there.
The secret is
good. I missed something about that.
I'm a sucker for purple hair.
So the summary of that is Kerry was in a band, and in this band, I believe another band member had a girlfriend, like a significant other. And fast forward to today, Kerry's married to her.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, we're talking
Eileen said,
20, like 25 years later.
Yeah,
Right?
it all worked.
Great.
I think I gave you
It was a shortened
the
version.
condensed version on your
We're
stream
gonna
that time.
stick to the condensed version.
Well, yeah.
She showed up to rehearsal with our drummer and left with me.
Oh,
Jana's
so
like, let's go
good.
back to beards.
Yeah.
25 years later, here we are.
Oh, no.
Hey,
That's right.
when you know, you know.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That's my baby Gil.
That's why we are married a strong woman. They just let them
That's
make
right.
the decision.
That yes, I don't think that there's, especially for all three of us, I don't think that there's anybody in the world that could describe the wives in our life as anything other than strong. Like there's no way you'd get laughed out of the building if anybody said that any of the ladies or Sam who's upstairs right now are weak. That would be hilarious.
I mean, we're celebrating 20 years in November.
What?
20
Congrats.
years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Carrie, what about
And
you
the
guys? How long
big
have
joke is like, how have you been able to put up with me for 20 years? Yeah, okay.
How long did you say? How long did they?
20 years married in November.
We win 24.
Okay.
24.
All right. We're at 10. We hit 10 in November and we'll
That's
be at
great,
11.
though. Yeah.
So, yeah, double digits.
Look
We're
at
doing
that.
all right. We're doing all right. Just getting started.
Decades. We
Yeah.
all hit decades.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All right. Do we have in the building? Drop a comment, Mr. Steven. Is that K silent? Is it Knudsen?
I think it's
Yeah.
Knudsen.
I just want you to say it the way it sounds, Dan.
Knudsen.
Knudsen.
Come on down, Steven Knudsen. Oh, no way. He was just raving about you guys, both of you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool. Congratulations.
His name was backwards. I never noticed that. Nevitt Steven.
No.
Oh, now it all makes
Oh
It sure
my
is.
gosh. I feel insanely like, whew.
I just
Nevitt.
My
noticed
real
that.
name is Nevaeh.
Wow. Steven
Yeah,
Nevitz.
I never
Dude.
noticed that.
Nevitz, how did I never understand? Wow. Thank you, Eileen. There we go. There we
That's what I'm
I've
talking about.
probably said
That's right.
Nevitz 500 times on stream, and it's never once clicked.
You know what tuna sub spelled backwards is, right?
Tuna
Just
sub.
don't even try it. Just-
Okay. I do know race car. I got that one. Have you ever spelled race car backwards?
Race car is race car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's like Taco Cat.
Yeah.
Taco
Yes.
Cat is Taco Cat.
Exactly.
Chris just figured out what tuna sub was backwards.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it backwards? He doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to write it down.
In Nevitz, again, that was a gift card to Defined Beard Co. We are going to
Yeah,
do
that one's cool.
another one here. We'll go back to back, and this one is going to be for this one is going to be for the Bearded Mack gift card here. So $25, same deal. Oh snap! Look at this. We got Steven, who I just saw content
that's
online is an
amazing.
absolute beast. And he said, had to show up for my two favorite companies. What's up, Dan and gang? Awesome. That's great. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Ball wash. Yes. Yes. Lots of ball jokes lately. I've just been embracing those. Why not? If you can't,
I can't see
talk-
us coming out with a ball wash, to tell you the truth. I just can't see it.
I
it
draw the
just
limit.
opens up the fun. And if you can't
Yeah.
joke
That's
about
right.
farts and poop and balls and stuff, you're taking life too serious. You gotta calm down.
Agreed.
I still get people that message me. I had someone message me that was like, I really like your streams, but I cannot attend because of how much you talk about poop. I was like, sorry,
Did you
man.
offer
And we
us-
bought our son the poop knife. Did Christopher say that?
Yeah.
We bought him the poop
Oh, he
knife.
broke it.
He
Yeah.
broke it.
Jeez.
The whole stream's
In the act of
Yeah.
using?
I hope not.
TMI, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. But he did break it. So we did buy him that from courtesy of remembering
Yeah,
that you had
yeah.
told us about it.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, and then definitely you can't have these kind of jokes without some D's jokes in there. You got to have some D's. That is for sure. Okay. Do we have in the building Mr. G Jordy? Come
Yep.
on down.
Yep.
Jordy, drop a comment, and you got this win. Good, sir. And this one is to the Bearded Mack. The Bearded Mack here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely great guy.
It makes me think of Friends with Monica Geller.
Oh.
Or the last name reminds me. I've seen that name before.
Jordy, he's an East Coast guy, too. He's not crazy far from you guys, and I've had the chance to meet and hang out with Jordy several times. Awesome guy. Awesome.
Did you say that Steven is in Maryland?
Yeah, Steven Sluss is in Maryland.
Yeah.
He's close to us, I believe.
Steven's a stud.
He's got amazing beard.
Yeah, yes. Dense. Yeah, beautiful.
Yep.
Really, this is the most G-rated channel out there. Yeah, I know. People get mad about poop. You can't win them all. You know, there's people that be mad if I didn't talk about poop. So we gotta make sure we're keep this going. All right, guys and girls out there, if you have questions for both companies or either company, now would be a great time to do this. Define question for you guys: how long have you guys been in business, and then where are you located?
We've been in business for almost 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started January 2020.
And we are in Bearded, Texas.
Bearded, Texas, which is right outside of Austin. It's right in between Austin and San Marcos, Texas.
And it's actually beautiful. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. I was shocked at that area of Texas, San Antonio and Butte, and how green and trees and just beautiful it is. I had this like ignorant thought of Texas as like hot and desert and just like it's beautiful down there.
It's hot, Dan.
It's hot, but it's one of the few states that is hot and beautiful at the same time. It's like my wife, you know.
Oh, that was good.
That was
good, Kerry.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I guess
I need all the bonus points I can get right now.
Man, Chris is like, dang it, Kerry. If Sam's watching,
I'm not in trouble.
Lee, I would like to say I am the original influencer of the poop knife and have never been paid a penny for it. But yes, I definitely own a poop knife. There's one about 2 arms lengths away from me, but I'm not going up to get it. True story, I've only ever opened one of them, and it was to sign it for somebody and sent it to him, actually Ken. And so I sent out one. That's the only one I've ever had out of the packaging, but I've had probably 20. I used to give them away, and so I've had a bunch of them. And if you're wondering what a poop knife is, just look it up. You'll have a giggle later tonight. It's a lot of...
She's like, no, I'm not looking it up.
Nice. So Define, you guys are by my buddy Santa Tom. He said he's not that far from me. He's a great Santa Tom. Reach out to Define if you haven't. Connect with them. You guys would really get along well. He's a really good dude.
Yeah. Where's he at? Wonder where.
Yeah. Tom, let him know. Let him know where you guys are. Lots of Texas. I have so many. My number one state for subscribers is Texas.
Yeah, but Shirts is right near where you met us at, in San Antonio. Shirts is basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Right.
It's kind of Austin, Butte, Shirts in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I would love to go back to San Antonio. I'd love to go back to Butte. Austin, I'm all right. I mean, it was cool to see, but the vibes are very interesting in Austin. It's like an island in Texas, like so different. And yeah. It was interesting. It's my favorite, and you guys may say I'm wrong for this, but it's my favorite driving state. Texans drive like me, fast, aggressive, don't care about speed limit. I believe fast is safe. I don't like slow drivers. I don't like slow turners.
It's Danny, because you can drive for 12 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we have tollways where the speed limit's 85 miles an hour.
I love it.
I was on the phone one time with
that's how Arizona is.
Who's up north, like New York, and I had it on FaceTime and went by the speed limit sign and said 85. They were like, "Oh my God, y'all drive 85?" I go, "No, we drive 90 because if it's 85, then it's got to be 5 miles over that."
Oh, I go 94. I get plus 9. Yeah,
9 miles.
Yeah, 9 is my one, and
I stay right at the 8. Right at 8. I feel like that 9's pushing it, but the 8.
You're right. You're right. 8, you're straight. 9, you're mine. That's what they say. So yeah, you're right. Nevitz, yes. one of the best aspects of YouTube is the analytics. If beard product companies realize the information I have on beard product consumers, it's unbelievable. I have the age range, I have the location, I have the everything. It's YouTube's analytics are nuts. I'm watching you guys out. No, just kidding. And Pflugerville, someone just brought up Pflugerville yesterday. Is there something in Pflugerville that it's known for or something? Because I was just talking about Pflugerville.
No, what Friday Night Lights? That's where it was filmed.
Oh, okay.
The show.
Okay.
Puff Pflugerville.
Puff P. Pflugerville.
Yeah, right.
The P is silent, which is never happens in this house, you know.
Right. And then the Bearded Mack, where are you guys out of? You kind of touched on that earlier, but where are you guys out of, and how long have you guys been in business for?
So actually, originally we're from Phoenix, so we do know heat.
Dry heat.
Yeah, really hot. But we're in Northern Virginia now. We're a few miles south of Washington, D.C.
We're out in Woodbridge is where we are. Yeah, Woodbridge.
Prince William County. And ironically, we started our business 2 weeks before Defined It. We opened 2 weeks before they did.
That's cool.
Yeah, December 14th, 2019.
No way. Okay. Wow. Very, very cool. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Ton of connections,
Yeah, that is. And Brett, that's very fair. He said fast is safe if everyone's going fast, slow is safe if everyone's going slow, but humans will do what humans do. Yes, but everyone should go fast. So yes, Brett, I agree. No, you're right. It's definitely very true. Roanoke, probably top 3 best history lesson of all time is Roanoke. Oh my gosh. I love Roanoke. That's a good one. I'm the real big brother.
We live close to the first Civil War battle in Manassas.
Wow.
We're like 10 minutes from there.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now does that have to become numb? Like if I were to drive by that kind of stuff, I would be oh my God, like for you and like just
signs everywhere about Civil War this, Civil War that. You got George Washington's house like 20 minutes from us. It's pretty crazy history over here.
Yeah, man. So Mount Vernon.
And I when I go to work, I take 14th Street down, right where the White House is.
Really?
Yeah, I work pretty close to there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that is really, really cool. All of our school field trip, DC trips just got done. Yeah. I'm sure you see the floods of those this time of year.
Yeah, this time of year is busy in DC.
I think the only time we go to any of the museums is when we have family in town. Yeah, we go once a year, every year and a half. My mom, every time she comes here, she's got to see the Hope Diamond every time, and then she puts on Facebook, still hoping. I mean, it's really cute, but
now are the cherry blossoms still out, or are those done?
No, those are done now.
Yeah, they're done.
They were out in March, April.
Those are beautiful. We got to do a school field trip during that time, and that was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, we're lucky. Sometimes the weather is great. I mean, it was kind of humid today, but I mean, I think the rest of the week is going to be low 80s, next week high 70s. So we're lucky now, but Jana, wait until it'll be 80 here, and then it'll be like 90% humidity. So it'll feel like you just got out of the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all's humidity like creeps into your basement too, right?
Oh yeah. We have 2 or 3 dehumidifiers down here running. We have them running right now.
Yep. Yeah. Same.
We just have one big one over here, but for some reason, this lab stays pretty cool. I mean, obviously we pay for that.
Right.
we keep it cool. I mean, I guess when you got a basement, it's kind of hard to to manage that. So yeah.
Well, when I make the wash bars, I have 2 huge dehumidifiers because I have to make sure to keep it really dry, and those things they just cut, they have so much water in them. Like every day I have to take,
not as the water, just the moisture.
The moisture, the moisture.
The liquid soaps,
yeah.
Looking at our weather, it looks like we are going to be hitting 99 on Sunday.
It just sneaks up on you too. I feel like it was just wintertime. You know what I mean? Like now we're already. It goes. That's Texas. It goes from winter to summer overnight.
Yeah, no, I believe it. We broke this last week. We broke all our high records. Like we were in the high 80s all week in Michigan. It was crazy. Yeah, it was
so nice.
Hot.
So I'm taking the kids and we're going to Phoenix in July, and everyone says we're crazy. We're going right dab in the middle of July for a week. So
120. Yeah.
I know, but I made sure where we're staying, there's 2 pools.
Yeah.
So
That's
be
that
good.
That's that heat index.
The Bearded Mack money going to Hawaii and all the other places. To
Can't
find money,
do
we
it.
just go to New Braunfels, like right down the road.
Oh my gosh.
She already
No
spent
way.
it all. So yeah.
Hey.
And
We actually go to the beach every year. We go to Port Aransas.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's-
Yeah, the Gulf of Texas is super tropical. Like a lot of people don't realize palm trees, humidity. I mean, like Galveston's like a friggin' like tropical vacation like looking area. I know, not the nicest water and stuff.
except for the brown water.
Right. The water is
Knife water, yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's got the
nice.
cruise ships and
Be
it's
there.
it looks Miami-esque from a just
Okay.
just squint a little bit and yeah.
We go to Port Aransas, which is right near Corpus, and the water's blue. You know, the water. I mean, it's blue in places, but most of the time it is different than Galveston. Galveston is brown.
Yeah.
But it's nice, you know. I mean,
Right. It is. Yeah, palm trees and but yeah, somebody I think it was Leonardo said that anniversary is coming up. Mine is July 7th will be 6 years. July 7th coming up on 6 years with never missing a stream, never missing a video, just crazy. 6 years. Like that's nuts.
it blows my mind too, because I was watching you.
It's
me too.
crazy. Yeah, you guys have been from the very beginning. So it's been so cool. And a couple of good questions here. And people are talking about Ken from Hawaii says these companies perform well in Hawaii. And Leonardo says, would Magic Royale be the most tropical beach summertime scent for both those 2 companies? What would you say? Define, would this be your most tropical beach summer type scent?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Oceanside is pretty tropical, you know.
It depends, because the Oceanside is very like coconut heavy.
Coconut, yeah.
So when I think of tropical, I think of coconuts and stuff like that. But this one's got other tones in it that really lean onto the tropical side.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, it is to me, it is tropical. I would say that probably Oceanside's a little bit more tropical, but that's just because the coconut is much more prevalent in Oceanside. But this one definitely has that tropical vibe. It's just, you know, like I said, it's just it's hard to explain, and I'm the worst at describing scents, like terrible.
No, I agree. I think they're both
smells good.
tropical. Yeah, they're both
great,
but smells good. And then the Bearded Mack. Do you guys have anything tropical?
Oh heck yeah!
High Tide.
Our original was Tropical Storm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of my
favorites. High Tide is like
the dude can even be considered tropical up top.
Yep.
And then this one. Yeah. Several.
Man, everybody, look at this. Everybody's doing I love Oceanside. Oceanside is a wonderful summer scent. Oceanside is awesome. All right. Mrs. RPG loves Oceanside. That's great.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tropical Storm. That was, I believe, my first love for you guys. I think that's the one that I really, really fell for, was that Tropical Storm Mac. And the reason why is because, again, I feel like people will feel like I'm just saying this, but if you know this company, you know that scent, you guys know me, it's true. There's not a scent on this planet that's like Tropical Storm Mac, because it's not just mango and pineapple. You know, it's like there's stuff behind the scenes that just distinguishes it from any other tropical scent. And that one I struggle with. I don't even have the best way of fully being able to describe it, but that one is just so unique in such a tropical way.
That is a good one, man. I told Chris, man, like he just does citrus so well, you know, like that's got the lime to it, but it's not that bitter, you know, overpowering lime. It's just perfect. It's very tropical, man. I love that one. I think I still have the butter. I got a bunch of Chris's butters, you know. I mean, he has mine, I have his, you know, and
I just asked him if he has Oceanside because I want to smell it.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah. It's real good. It's calm. It's one that you can wear daily and not get sick of it or
everyone is putting Oceanside in the chat, so I want to smell it when we go out.
Yeah. And then JP says Tropical Storm, High Tide, Dude. The Dude Mac gets so many compliments. That's really good.
Yeah, me and Chris were going to fight over the Dude Mac at one point.
He's coughing. I
wanted that one.
Yeah, he actually offered me to buy it.
Sell it to me.
That's great. That's great. No watermelon scent for either of you, right?
You know, me and Mo, the bearded shark, tried watermelon, and it ended up turning into deep blue. No watermelon, and we switched it to blueberry. Yeah.
Interesting. And yeah, Ken, there's something dark. There's something even a little spicy in Tropical Storm Mac. It has something unique to it that it's hard for me to describe. But yeah, you're right.
Magic.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. If you had to pick out one scent in Ocean, if you had to pick one, would it be Ocean or the new? For me, it would be the new one because I like pineapple much more than I do coconut. I'm just a really big pineapple fan. So for me, it would definitely be this one, but I still love Oceanside. But if you had me pick, I would pick that one. And Jordy said Tropical Storm Mac is fantastic. One of the first oils he tried. Nice. Deep Blue, fantastic. Deep Blue is fantastic. I love Deep Blue. Man, you guys are bringing the love. This is awesome.
I don't know what we would have called it if it would have ended up with watermelon in it, you know, deep red or deep green and red. I don't know. But yeah, we tried watermelon and we went with blueberry.
Yeah, the only good watermelon is the old school Laffy Taffies that had the watermelon seeds in the Laffy Taffy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, those are so good. So good. And I do have to acknowledge how big of a statement this is. JP may have tried more beard products than I have. And he says, High Tide Max is a favorite scent of all time. I cannot get enough of it.
Mine too. I love it. I do. I love it. I go back to High Tide and Corner Mac. Those are like the two that I just love so much.
If I need a date night, Corner Mac is always in the... Okay, here on screen. King's Bounty, if it's a date night these days, it's pretty much between King's Bounty, Corner Mac, and then Sundance from Copper Johns. Those are like the date night rotations of what Sam is going to love, what Sam is going to crave, and I like them all too. They're so good, and it's nice to have that balance with the floral cologne from King's Bounty, the more tropical aquatic cologne, citrusy cologne from the Corner Mac. Yeah, it's so good. And both of those are, I've said it a million times, both of those are daily wears. I've worn King's Bounty for 4 years now without ever getting sick of it. And same for Corner Mac. It's, man,
I still love it. It's
so dang good. Yes, Corner Mac is an aquatic citrus cologne. Orange notes, it's beautiful.
Got a lot of weird stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So good, though.
Just beautiful. Will said he just ordered Deep Blue as well. Let's go. Nice. Loving deep pockets. Yeah. Deep pocket. So to give you an example, I could wear King's Bounty every single day. I could wear Corner Mac every single day. Deep pockets is like, I really like it, but it's like once a season type one for me because it is strong. It's manly. That's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Right. It's not my wheelhouse. But if you want strong, you want dark, manly, Deep Pockets is it. Like that's the one. It's in the family of leather. If you like leather, you're gonna like Deep Pockets.
Yeah, it's so funny when we make new scents. You know, if we send something or we tell Dan, hey, we got a new scent coming out. We know right off the bat, we can tell him this one's probably not in your wheelhouse, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway. You know, you can just smell it, just so you know what it is. Oh yeah, like we know what you like. You know,
and most people know their preferences compared to mine. If I'm like, hey, this is a little bit too strong and manly and dark for me or spicy, they're like, perfect, sign me up. Like I know I'm gonna like it if Dan isn't a fan of it. So yeah. It's always valuable.
Don't send Dan a food scent.
No. Yeah, those are ones that I can't be super nice on. I can do the darker, I just can't do food scents. And that's what I'm talking about here. This does not smell like it was intended to be a tropical drink. It does not smell like it is a dessert. It smells like something real. It smells like something, the freshness, the food side of it is fresh. It's real. And then you bring in the cologne. But if you noticed earlier, I said natural cologne. It's not something that seems like it's a burn your nostrils. Yeah, it's not a super fragrant cologne. It's a natural side of colognes, which is my major preference. And I love. Wow. Okay, here you go. JP says his favorite from Defined is a sleeper. 1626 is his favorite.
That was our very first scent. I mean, if you remember 2.5 years ago when we started, we only had 2 scents, 1626 and Psychobilly.
Really? Only 2 when you launched?
Yeah, no, it was only oil and balm too. We don't even do balms anymore. But yeah, now that's 1626 has stayed around. I mean, it's people buy it, they like it, so leave it around.
Yeah.
So how many do you have now? You started with 2. How many scents do you have now?
Well, let's see. So I got 9 mainline scents.
We have 12 total.
12 total.
With some scents coming and going for seasonal. And
yeah, we've got 9 that are solids that are the main line. And then there's Oceanside, Around the Fur, Lemon Delight.
I've heard that one's really good. A Lemon Delight. I've heard that one just gets amazing, amazing reviews.
I have the butter upstairs.
I'll have to smell it too. I have to go up and smell everything.
Yeah, we like food scents, but yeah, I always give Dan a warning if I'm ever doing a food scent. Hey, I'm sending it to you, but don't worry, it's food scent. I know it's not for you.
You can fake it till you make it.
Here's goodwill. Just keep it and give it away to someone. I don't know.
No, I always have. It's always good for me because people are going to ask me about every scent from every company, and I keep them down here. My affiliates, this kind of makes up my affiliate rack back here, and so I always have it when people ask because I can go back to smell, give a real answer rather than be like, I think I remember this one. So it's always good because people are always going to ask me. And as long as I can describe it, that's what matters. As long as I can be authentic. And since we don't have scratch and sniff on the computers yet, that will, whenever that happens, that's going to make lives very different, very, very different. And it'll be interesting to see where it has. So ambergris. Okay. I'm assuming, is this...
Just Google
it. Is this ambergris a fragrance oil rather than the really extracted one, or do you guys know?
We couldn't afford the real stuff,
right? Okay, I was gonna assume. So essentially, the actual ambergris, where it really comes from, is fecal matter from a whale that I believe exits through their mouth. I believe it exits through their mouth. And then essentially there's a job. It's one of the most dangerous, high-paying jobs in the world is to go collect ambergris. It's to go around the ocean.
It's the sperm whale.
It's
part of the, it's part of a sperm. It comes from a sperm whale.
It's from the sperm whales.
Okay. Yeah. It's not the fecal matter. I swear
well,
it was feces.
I mean, it's a sperm whale.
It's created in the digestive system of the sperm whale.
Yes.
When you say fecal matter, it definitely sounds like it goes out of a different space.
Right. Yeah, it comes out the mouth, right?
It's probably the most sought after fragrance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's extremely expensive.
Yes.
The real thing is extremely expensive.
If you were to smell the actual one, which I have had the unpleasant experience of, I don't know how in the world someone took that to fragrance, but in the world of high-end colognes, you guys out there, perfumes and stuff, it's more valuable than gold, and that's an actual fact. But ounce for ounce, pound for pound, it's more valuable than gold. It's actually more valuable than oud. It is so expensive and smells horrendous, but somehow people are able to work with it and make it beautiful. It does bring that earthy sweetness to it, muskiness to it. It's so valued. And here's a good point from Kenny. He said it makes perfumes last longer. And he says that they're different name for the synthetic version. Yes.
Yeah. There's ambroxan, and I think there's ambroxis. There's like 2 different kinds. I believe I may be saying it wrong, but I just know there's 2 different kinds. It's if you smelled the real thing, you'd be like, wow, what? Who wants to smell like that? But somehow they do it,
And that's most things. Like if anybody were to smell the actual oud essential oil, it's horrendous.
Yeah.
I've tried white oud. Horrendous. But somehow they get it to work, man. It's just not. I've always said it for years and years and years. I am not good at scents. I'm not good at blending them, making them. It's one area I can't do. I know I can go to Eileen and Chris and Kerry and Mr. Vine, anybody, and be like, hey, I want a tropical scent that has this layer and this layer. And they'll be like, oh, let me cook it up in the kitchen and blah, 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 blah. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I've tried. It's just not in my wheelhouse. And I'm sure these guys can back it up. Experience makes a massive difference. The way companies create scents in their first year or two as compared to year 4, the growth is just immense. It just has to be something about practice and experience and learning the process. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, because when you first start, or at least I know this is the way I was, I always used too much of everything, like too much of everything. And I learned over the years to pull back and let things peak out over certain things, and that's how I've done it. I'm sure Chris is pretty much the same. I know,
I've definitely pulled back. I kind of think of it as like when a chef first starts, when they're making like nice foods and everything, they're putting just way too many ingredients. But as they get more experience, they're pulling a lot of those ingredients out and creating a better plate of food. Kind of the same thing in the fragrance world for us, sometimes less is more.
Yeah, and that's a good, and Beardless brings up a good point because we have consumers that watch these streams, watch videos, read the descriptions on labels, and he's very observant and says, I struggle to pick out scent notes because I have no idea what things like amber smell like. And it's a good point. And to make it even more complicated, if you just straight up smelled amber essential oil, if you smelled it out of its actual source, it's not going to super help you pick it out because that's not how it smells in reality. You almost just have to learn what the note kind of radiates and what it gives off, because even essential oils, right? If I were to give you guys lime essential oil in a vial and have you smell it, it's not pleasant. It's actually really bitter. It's really not fun to smell by itself. I can't join you guys. It's not fun to smell by itself. But once you work it, once these like absolute geniuses do their thing, it's amazing. And it kind of goes to when I get asked on a daily, weekly basis, when you starting your own beard product company? No, I'm not planning on it. I'm not these guys. And I say it over and over again. I would rather admire their skill and their craft and help get their stuff out to people. I have no interest and no skill in making sense. I just can't do it. And Brian, shout out to Brian. He said lots of knowledge and years of experience, no substitute for experience and practice. That's exactly what these two companies bring you guys. Experience and knowledge, and when they go hand in hand, and both of them love seeking knowledge too, by the way. These are two great owners, amazing companies here. But when I talk with Kerry, when I talk with Chris, they ask questions. They dig into things deeper. It's not like, hey, we've been doing this for 4 years. Shut up and take it. They love listening to you guys. They love experiencing new information, and it goes all the difference. Puppies!
I know.
They got really impatient. They would not.
Yeah. You got your screen timer. No.
Well, we have a 90-pound golden doodle, but I can't put him on my lap. He's too big.
Are these the same kind of dogs?
Yeah, these.
No, well, our two are the same type of dog. I can't see yours.
So he's a Havapoo.
Okay,
these are two Shih Tzus.
Shih Tzus, okay.
Did you say
what do you get when you cross a bulldog and a Shih Tzu?
Did you say Havapoo?
All right.
A Havapoo, Havanese poodle.
Havanese poodles. Oh,
hey, buddy, go have a poo. What in the world?
Okay, Dan, what do you get when you cross a bulldog and a Shih Tzu?
I got that one. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. I will say so. We live in Michigan, and our football team is finally doing good. Not U of M; they've always been good. But but the Lions, right? We had a really good season. We have this coach who embodies Michigan, Dan Campbell, DC ACDC looking dude, like just tough. And it came out today. He's got, I don't know exactly the kind, but it's one of the dogs like you guys have, one of those teeny tiny dogs, and he put it like in a mohawk, and like everyone's losing their mind that this macho man that says his first press conference with the Lions was that he was going to bite people's kneecaps off, and he comes out in this picture with this adorable little pint-sized dog that he did the hair of. It was so cute. So cute. Good job, guys. You're selling over here. Corey says, I need to have a poo. Have a poo and there's some jokes in here. Have a poo and Shih Tzu, like they're
walking to a bar.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Timothy says, Dan, you're so good at making sense of beard products, yet you don't make any sense. That is a fact. I do not make any sense. That is, oh, that's good. God dang, you guys are good. What's
really
up,
good.
JT Steve?
You know, going back to you were talking about how things smell. You know, you can't actually having this like essential oil in front of you and smelling it. You can't pass that up by like real knowledge, and that's what perfumers have to do.
Yeah.
You know, they have to learn what each of these smells are separately before they can put things together. So, and when you deal with fragrance oils, you could get like 20 different amber smells.
Yep.
But with that essential oil, though, first of all, it's a lot different than anything you get on the fragrance side. But yeah, it's a unique process.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when I first started, I was just throwing things together, and you learn what does and doesn't go together. And now I can just be like, you know, I'll be working on something and say, oh, I'm going to throw some. No, I better not do that. That's not going to go together. I've tried that before, you know. So it also helps you conserve, not have to waste as much.
Yeah.
When you learn.
The best resources I've found with the little bit of dabbling I've done on creating scents, whether it's with a collab or consulting with companies, there's old school books, whether it's a perfumery book, whether it's an essential oil book, that gives you pretty good indications of like, hey, these families cross-pollinate, these work together, keep these away. And it starts to kind of come together a little bit where it's like, oh, I can see how those things work. And so there are, if anybody's curious out there are resources you can look into and kind of get into those ones. And yeah, so a word that Jake is kind of bringing up here is called steeping. So if you need to let the essential oil sit before you get the true smell, yes. If you blend essential oils, they will smell different in 3 months. They will smell different in 6 months. And if you don't allow them to steep together, you could have a very different end product by the time you send stuff out if you don't give it a little bit of time. Fragrance oils, not as much.
Not as much.
Yeah. For me, essential oils, you might need a month to really get the true identity of a smell. And which kind of sucks. You have to wait a whole month to find out if you like it or not. But
oh yeah, no, that's real.
No, that's real.
Oh, we got somebody playing in the background. Anybody click one
Not
out?
it.
Not it. Let me try here. Check. Okay, I think it's the Bearded Mack.
Chris, you can't take you anywhere, man.
Okay, it was the Bearded Mack. So you got something to play, but we'll get figured out. But Kenny says there's a YouTube channel called Aaron Terrence Hughes. It's very interesting listening to him describe perfumes. I'll have to check it out. I appreciate that. I'm always open to some new content and seeing what people think, especially on things that I'm not as knowledgeable about. So yes.
Yeah.
You said double audio for the win. It was actually clean double audio. The worst is when it gets into that loop.
Echo?
Oh man. Or like when you share.
Sorry, JB. Yeah. Sorry. There's no fun cat pee in your beard.
yeah. No cat pee. That can't have that one. So yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people rave about. So
once I realized
go ahead, Gary.
Once I realized what base notes, middle notes, top notes were, once you memorize all that stuff, then you start realizing what's going to go together and what's not going to go. What you shouldn't put together,
For some reason, some people have a thought of oud that smells like cat pee. I don't know how. Yeah. I don't get that, but I get that comment from time to time.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Oud is one of those. Also, it's one of those things where I've smelled 4 or 5 different kinds of oud. It just like. But if everybody wants that original oud, yeah, like Dan said, it does not smell good on its own at all. Open it up, I'm like, ooh, close that again until we're ready to try
Pungent, a little spicy. It's a little like Mediterranean-esque. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's
kind of old man-y, I guess. That's what
it's fermented. Like it's. And Joshua, and guys, we're going to probably get wrapping up in the next 10 minutes here or so. But Joshua says, now this scent, it's using your own carrier blend or straight up mix of both. Great question, Joshua. So this is a scent that they both created together, and it is available on both of their sites with their own unique blends. So if you go to Defined Beard Co., you can buy an oil and butter in their carrier blends, same scent. If you go to the Bearded Mack, you can buy it in their carrier, the oil, the butter, and in the same scent. And if you get it in both, right, you have that ability to kind of cross-pollinate and cross-train with different carriers, but enjoy that same scent. And it's cool. I wouldn't say, because you guys do have different carrier blends, I wouldn't say that the carrier blend changes the scent much. It's not like I try it here and it's like, whoa, this is so different than here. Chris, would you agree with that, or do you get some differences with the carriers?
One of the main reasons why I switched carrier blends, in 2022 is for that reason. I didn't want to have the carrier blends interfering with the scent. So, yes, I agree. Kerry never really had that problem.
Yeah.
His carriers have always been what was never a problem. It wouldn't affect his fragrance at all, where mine at the time were, but not any longer.
Yeah, I agree. I remember when Chris was using all those exotic oils, and that was his biggest headache. He'd be like, "Man, I can't cover it up. I can't cover it up.
Yeah,
I have to make it so strong to cover it up." And I think I think his new blend is perfect.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And how long has it been, Chris, since that change? I feel like it's longer than I'm envisioning.
So we had a live one. We had a live stream with you in September 2022.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I know it's been over a year. So a year and a half. Wow. That's crazy, man. Time goes fast. That's so silly.
Yep.
Yeah. Then a month later, you and I did launched the rebrand for us.
And both of those were cool because I was able to give some feedback behind the scenes, whether it was the labels and the colors and the blends and stuff. It's really, really cool to see everything kind of get made up. And I think some people are starting to notice and comment, even though I didn't make a big deal out of it, and I don't think Defined did as much, but the new blend of butter is silky smooth. And Defined always had a smooth butter, always had a great butter, but there was one small tweak that they didn't give a huge notice on, but I literally had people coming to me being like, "Is this a little bit different?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "I love it." I'm like, "Okay, cool, great."
Yeah, it was our original butter was a little more firm, and that was on purpose. I mean, that was
because of no balm.
Yeah, no balm. But then over the years, people have gone more into they like the melt down quick, absorb fast, and so I wanted to keep I didn't want to change anything, so I just tweaked it to where every ingredient was still in line with where it always was, and now it's just, I mean, I love it now. I'm super happy. Butter is me and Chris's, it's when we stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock.
Nemesis,
Oh yeah. Add some challenges in there and throw in Texas summer into the fun. You get some nice hurdles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think at the time though, we were really worried about the whole melting thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have more experience that we just realize that the butter is going to melt regardless how solid it is.
100%.
In other words,
trying to mill a stick of butter.
I can literally mill a block of shea butter, a 10-pound block of shea butter, and it'll still end up liquid at Kerry's house. So it doesn't matter. It's going to be melted.
The block will?
The block will, yes. I've had blocks of mango butter delivered here, and they were literally liquid.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I mean, I've worked with some bricks of like shea, and I've never had it melted. That's wild. The brick. Wow.
Yeah, 40. I've had a 55-pound block of shea, and it got delivered, and the outside of the box is just, you can see it's just
glistening.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah. We try
to
stop
find space in your freezer to put it in there. It's like, this thing is,
huge
massive.
and heavy. Yeah.
Honey,
we try to
clear
stock
it
up
out
on butters before summertime. We're like, I think this is going to get us
Yep.
through the summer. I mean, it's good if we have to order again, order more blocks, but we try to do all that so there's not a whole lot of shipping during the summertime of those blocks.
Yeah.
Delivery in 110-degree heat.
Gotta work, yeah.
And if anybody's out there watching in the summer, if you get a package that has balm, butter, anything like that, I don't even recommend opening the package.
Exactly.
Toss the
Just throw the
whole
freezer.
thing in the freezer or the fridge, wherever you have more space. Freezer's a little bit better because it's going to cool it quicker. I don't even open them now because I used to do that but even opening it, sometimes maybe the butter will leak and this, that. Just throw the whole package in there, cool it down. Even cooling the oil is not a bad idea, especially if there's like essentials in there and stuff. So just play it safe, toss it in. It's my literal routine now that we're hot. Bam, into the fridge, into the freezer. Sam's so used to it, doesn't even like blink, doesn't even ask me anything. It's just like, oh yeah, it's another Beard product package in the freezer. Like, yep.
Yeah,
we used to get a ton of questions and phone calls from customers about melted products. And I think the education now, like on our sites and your word of mouth, that I don't get any questions at all anymore. I think people just know that I get a butter, toss it in the freezer for an hour, let it sit out overnight, and you're fine.
I mean, it would be the same as if you were going to ship somebody butter, like literally.
Yeah.
Like butter from
the butter.
Thick of butter.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Right.
Yep. Right. No, it's been one of the coolest things with being around for so long is it's really cool to see how the industry is evolving and becoming more legitimate, but also just like you said, that information, there's things that used to be like big pockets of headaches that just don't exist anymore because people kind of have an understanding. They kind of know and spread the word, and it's really cool. And I had a consultation with a company or a potential company the other day, and it was a YouTuber, and he was thinking about totally different space, has a beard, thinking about starting a beard product company. And I was like, man, I gotta be honest, this lane is very different than what I do. Who I speak to are people that know every ingredient, that know ratios, that know like the whole game. I said, you're gonna be talking to people that know nothing about beard stuff. That's so different than my world, because the people in the chat right now are literally 1% of the most educated beard people in the world. And that's not an exaggeration. 1% is even like too big. It's smaller than that. It's so cool to see how that's happened. And it's like, whoa, there's other people that like these details out there. Like, wow, who would have ever thought 20 years ago we'd be all sitting around and talking about facial hair? Like,
you know, right?
What the heck, man? It's so cool.
This niche is growing.
Life to it, you know.
Thanks,
yeah.
COVID.
Right. Yeah. No, hey, we'll take it. We won 100%. Yeah, right. What other group says long chain fatty acids? So cool.
Whenever I try to explain MCT to somebody, I have to go through that whole thing, you know, and then they're like, oh, is that what it is? I'm like, you know, nobody ever realizes what the difference between coconut oil and fractionated coconut oil is.
Right. And so many people will toss it in their coffee and stuff and not have any idea what it is. And MCT can sound intimidating, and you explain it and they're like, oh, that's all it is? Oh, no. And so Gary asked a good question. He said, will it change anything to the butter if it gets melted? As long as you go through the proper cooling phase, no. Butter, when it's poured into the containers, when it's made, it's already melted. So people always worry about heat, and it's like, no, it's born in heat. It's birthed in heat. So essentially, to get super technical on you, for example, shea butter has 9 different long-chain fatty acids, and it's the stuff that makes the product solid. And as long as you cool it rapidly, they all cool together. But all of those 9 long-chain fatty acids have a different cooling point or solidification point. And if you cool it too slowly, like you bring it in and you have an air-conditioned house and you just let it sit there, some of the ones that have the lower cooling point are going to start to clump together while the rest is liquid. And you can actually see it. You can do like a time lapse and see it happen. And then the other ones will clump together, and the ones will clump together. And if we go back like 5 years in the beard game, almost all the balms back then had the little like circle pockets, you know, and you would see it and it looked beautiful. And you're like, that's so cool. That was from the wrong cooling process. And now when you see balms, they're just smooth, but it was almost universal. They all had the pockets of that solidification. And it's like, wow, we've come so far. It's so cool.
Yeah. I think Chris and I struggled for the longest time. We talked about temperature so much, of like how hot we should heat the butter. Yeah. Well, that was obvious. We know we should do that. It was the cooling process that we had to figure out and get that correct, you know.
For sure. Yep, that was a big kind of sweep across the industry. It was like, oh, flash freeze, lid off. Oh man.
We all started buying freezers.
Yep, right. And the cookie trays. Yeah, exactly. All right.
For me, it was the whole tempering of the butters.
Yep.
To me, you don't need to temper butters. That was all just for experience of doing this for 1,000 times. That doesn't mean anything. Butters it's gonna melt regardless.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just
so
straight
tempering is. I don't do any of that stuff anymore.
Yep. No, I hear you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do our last 2 giveaways here, and then we will come back and kind of wrap it up with some final thoughts. And again, guys, this is going to be, the deal is until Sunday. I'm going to get information out, and they're going to keep hearing from you guys. You guys are going to literally decide the roadmap of these products. If the demand is there, they're going to keep it going. If it's not, it'll be an awesome limited one at whatever quantity it is. So I will drop a link in the chat for the giveaway since we have had a little bit of time between. So if you've already signed up, you're good. You don't have to sign up again. But if you have not signed up for the giveaways like Garden State, go ahead, calling him out. No, just kidding. And, go ahead and click that link, put your name, put your email, get involved here. It is a $50 gift card first from Defined Beard Co. and then a $50 gift card from the Bearded Mack. And again, you guys can get whatever you would like. You really can't go wrong with either of these. I think the chat would vastly agree with me. 2 of the most complete, if not the most complete scent lineups in the game. There's incentives in everything, but they have everything else too. It's like it's not just about scent. They have the great quality carriers. They have the customer service. They have every aspect. And again, scent's not everything. There's companies I love that I don't enjoy most of their scents. There's companies I love that aren't known for their scents, but this company, Bearded Mack, this company, Defined Beard Co., top to bottom, has scents for every kind of preference family that you're looking for. If you're like, I'm a cologne person, they got you. I am a sweet person, they got you. You want dark and manly, they got you. You know, they cover it all. And so just take a look through their scent list. Go explore. You got bigger savings to kind of stock up and try new things. And they all do things that are really unique as well. The Bearded Mack has the solid beard wash bars. Life-changing, actually life-changing. And so, man, there's so many cool things. And yeah, both awesome companies, must try. Oh, Josh says he's never tried, would love to try them both. Yeah, dude, cannot go wrong here. All right, you want a poopy smell? They got you. No, they don't. No poop, no poopy smells there.
That's
Oh my gosh. Oh geez, we'll let him take care of that. You've got that. You guys can take care of that one.
Right.
We'll give you that one.
Yeah, we start going down that route. Like, yeah, there's some guys in defeat. You're gonna, hey, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Okay, yeah, my mind's drifting too much right now for a stream.
Stop.
I'm not going down that. I thought of a limited edition like sets that could be inspired. Nope.
We'll call
Moving
it
on.
Poop life instead of poop knife.
Yeah, poop nice. It's the poop nice set.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the mascot will be a have a poo. As the logo. All right. If you see your name on the screen, this is for the Defined $50 gift card. And if you guys want to show some love in the chat to these great companies, that's always appreciated. Do we have a Mr. David A. Galarraza? That is an amazing last name to say.
That is.
Galarraza. I like that.
That is.
It just flows. You know,
It's Galarraza.
That's fun to say. So, David, are you out there? Drop a comment and claim your victory. And thank you for the generosity. Dun, dun, dun. From you to Cheese. All right. But we got to wait for David. He's got a comment. Sometimes people go to bed and sometimes they're pooping. True story. That does happen.
Oh, we're going to get a flush here?
I didn't expect one, but it's possible. It's actually
it feels
been
like
a while.
It's the night, to be honest with you. We needed at least one.
We talked about poop and went right into the flush.
Right. All right, guys. If you're new here, this is how this works. You got to comment in a timely fashion. We got a little countdown here. That's me. Oh, snap. Looney Tunes, let's go. Awesome, man. Long time subscriber.
Always on.
Yeah. Yep. Instagram. He loves his funny reels and memes and just seems like a really, really good dude. So David, congrats. And guys,
Dave DeMaya knows.
Everybody, you don't have to contact this. The companies will email you the gift cards, just easy peasy. And the next one, if you see your name on the screen, saved by a nose. Yeah, that was good. The next one is going to, I wonder if he's behind. Yeah, guys and girls out there, please, before this next one, it might be too late. late, but make sure you're live. You know the deal. YouTube, internet, buffering, lagging, all that stuff. Click the live button or refresh the stream to be safe. The worst, and I know you guys can relate to this. I know Chris for sure, is when you're watching sports and it buffers and you're like, am I actually live? Am I 10 seconds behind? Because if you're 10 seconds behind on sports, that could be all the difference in the world. All of a sudden your phone starts blowing up. We did it. You're like, no, I'm still watching. So I know that world well. Yeah, it's a frustrating one. And I'm sure if you think you're live and you're winning a giveaway and you're commenting like, I'm here, you're probably pulling your hair out like they're talking about flushing and you're like, I'm watching here. Like, ooh, that gets spicy. That will get spicy for sure. Okay. Oh, nice, Beardliness. Yeah, he said triple threat. 3 epic beards on screen and 2 beautiful ladies on screen too. So we couldn't get Sam down for this one. Tonight was a hair washing night and she cleaned the carpets in our bedroom, which I don't think has been done in like 6 years. And the color of the water, if you guys ever clean your carpets, make sure you look at the water. It's shocking. Like shocking.
I do them at least once a month.
Wow, good for you. That's amazing.
We don't have carpet anymore. We had all the carpet ripped out.
Wow.
One day we want to do that
that's
too.
Our next thing is get rid of carpet.
Best.
Ours is just like bedrooms for the most part now. When we bought this house, the previous owners, my parents, had horrific taste. Our living room had carpet. Our like office room it was crazy. And we
you guys have carpet in your bath. What about carpet in your bathroom? You don't have carpet.
Yeah, did your bathrooms have carpet?
No, we were safe there. We were
okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye 70s.
Yeah, I have 2 young boys. Carpet in the bed in the bathroom would be a very bad idea.
I remember my mom had carpet in her bathroom. That's why I thought of that.
No way.
But this was back in like the 90s, 2000s but I remember.
But it probably came from the 70s. That was that time period.
Probably.
Yeah, it's green carpet. Oh.
All right.
I just remember getting out of the shower and I'm like, oh, you step on carpet.
No. That's sensory overload right there. No. All right. Our final giveaway winner of the day, as long as they are here, do we have a Brandon Merkel? Come on down. Brandon.
I recognize that last name.
Drop a kitchen carpet? I don't think so.
Carpet, toilet covers.
Ooh, kitchen carpet? Oh, that would be really bad.
I do remember bathroom things. My grandma, when I was growing up, had one of those like cushioned toilet seat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my grandma had that too.
But it had the ring on the inside where it like came together with the machine press. It hurt, and you'd get up and have indented
have a ring
like
around your legs. That's
booty marks forever.
Yep.
Forever. Yep. Yeah, that was rough. That was definitely rough. Hey, there's Brandon Rayer. He goes, woohoo, it's me, yippee. He had that loaded and ready.
Great job, Brandon.
Dang, he was ready on that one. Congrats, man. Very, very cool. Okay, got this, got that, ready to go here. All right, guys, so to kind of recap here, one more time, we have this beautiful collaboration between 2 great companies. And if I can express anything to anybody out there, I've worked with every corner of companies and owners in the world. These are 2 of the most easygoing, chill, fun to work with owners with both companies, both pairs of couples here. They just want to make good products. They just want to enjoy the process. It's never anything that's like super stressful and super this and that. They just want to do the best they can for you guys, and they genuinely care about what they do. If you care about pride and people doing what they love, these companies radiate that, like absolutely radiate that. And one thing that I'm happy about that we were able to get the misses on both companies on the screen tonight is because they do so much for the companies, like so dang much. And we're all guilty of putting the spotlight on the beards, myself included with Sam, and not giving enough love to her and acknowledging how much she does. They do so much, and these companies would not be a resemblance without the balance. I'm not trying to crap on the guys because they do an unbelievable amount and are so experienced and so skilled. The real magic is in the balance. The real magic is coming with ideas and then the ladies coming in being like, no, you're not doing that. We're going to change this. We're going to adjust this, make this change happen. So just understand when we talk about these companies, it's not like, oh, we have the supportive wives. No. You have co-creators, co-owners, co-everything. And it really is special. And then what a better freaking way to bring that together with both companies collaborating on a scent, collaborating on the process, both sets of owners on the screen. I think it's special and it just genuinely honored to be a part of this. So thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this launch and have been for years now. And so really, really cool. I'm going to kick it to Defined for some final thoughts, some final words before we get the people out of here tonight. Hit them, guys.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming in, and we're glad that we finally got to do this. And it was good to have her on as well. It's been a while. Like you said, we usually take we get all the recognition mostly, but a lot goes on behind the scenes that they do. And that's why, we wanted to have them on here. And, Chris will let Eileen out of the basement to beard wash bars.
Give her a break on those wash bars.
But yeah, no, thank you, Dan, for having us on here and letting us do this. We appreciate every time we're on here. And I hope you guys, if you haven't had the collab and you just ordered it, I hope you love it.
Awesome.
Okay,
right.
well, I rock, so
Yeah.
there you go.
It's true, though. It's true. All right.
Oh,
Bearded Mack,
yeah.
final thoughts, final words for all our friends?
It's just nice to do collaboration with people that you like. And I consider Define, like I consider Kerry and Jana to be friends of ours, family. And so it just makes this collaboration like that much sweeter and that much more personal. So
this is why we wanted to keep it going.
Yeah.
We didn't want to let it die off in
Yep.
21. Like this was too good not to bring back. So
Yep.
It's even better now that, for us, Eileen and I, we've kind of, it was a lot of me at first, but then Eileen's really stepped in. She does a lot of the things that are kind of more tedious, like labeling and all that, and making the wash bars. So, and packing orders. So it works for us. It
Yeah.
works great that we found our little area that we're good at, or we're not good at, and then she'll take over and vice versa. So
he would drown without me.
Yeah. This guy's
I would drown from the water from her wash bars.
Oh, geez, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, maybe right now she's low key. Trust me.
She's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. So awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming on a Friday night. Appreciate everybody watching. And then if you're watching in the future and you made it to the end, you're amazing. Please leave comments on the live stream. We will, within a couple hours, double in views, and then it'll quadruple. So there's many more people to come that are going to watch this. Please leave comments. Please leave questions and reach out to either company or myself if you guys need anything. I know we're all going to be responsive and happy to help. So everybody out there, enjoy the long weekend, Memorial weekend. Kind of think about what this is about. I'm sure you'll see all the posts and everything, but it is a time to step back and reflect. But above all, enjoy the freedom of this country. Enjoy your family. Do things that you want to with people you want to spend it with this weekend. That would be my biggest advice. And other than that, you guys, please stay bearded, stay positive. We'll see you guys soon.